In this Artex Pod project, we have a team for research and documentation. And one of our goals is to find a common questionnaire to be used in different European countries for collecting data and statistics on active participation in cultural activities.
We need data about amateur arts for many reasons, but perhaps the most important is that we are an art form which is very much under the radar politically. We are a lot of people, we know that. I think the figure for the whole of Europe is that we are 38% of the population of Europe is actually active in some kind of amateur culture. That's a lot of people, and we need to highlight that to politicians and also to show the value of amateur arts. The other thing which is very important is that we need to have more knowledge about amateur arts in order to develop our organizations and the whole field of amateur culture. Specifically because we need to, for instance, reach parts of the population that we don't reach.
We saw, for instance, in Flanders that it's not an issue of income, that it's all an issue about education and about cultural capital and what you have learned from your parents. And these are the most influencing factors, not so much formal education and not so much income, for instance. So if you have a rich data set, then you have also a source to go into deeper statistical analyses and gain valuable insights. So the data that we have dates back from 2009, and it became time to do an update. So we got funding again from the Forum for Amateurkunsten in Flanders to do a new wave of the survey in 2019. We will follow the same methodology, so it will be a combination of a population survey and a member survey, and the idea is to sketch trends to see what has gone different in 10 years time. Do we see different groups who are more attracted or less attracted than 10 years ago to amateur arts? So that will be an important element to sketch trends and could be a beautiful example for European research into amateur arts and amateur artists. And what is a population survey? Well, you have a total population, you take a random sample of it, and then you send questionnaires to the random sample of people selected out of the total population. That is the kind of data collection that you really need. There's no other possibility. You really need that kind of data collection in order to have an estimate of how many people are active in amateur arts. What is the percentage of the total population that is active in amateur art, in amateur arts, and because you need information on the non-participants. Yeah? You have to, in the denominator, you have the participants and the non-participants. So if you have only information on the participants, you cannot calculate how many people are active at the population level. Also, if you want to estimate differences between people who are active in amateur arts and those who are not active, concerning health differences, for instance, or differences in attitudes and societal attitudes and the way they are behaving individualistic or not, whether they are volunteering in other sectors or not, then of course you have to make differences between participants and non-participants. So therefore you need population data. Yeah?
So in the years to come, we will start with making a small pilot project just to try out and test the questionnaire. And we will do it in Sweden, in Croatia, in Italy, in Czech and in Slovakia. After that, we will present our results on a conference next autumn 2019 and go on further to develop this questionnaire.